I'm Rantasmo, and science fiction needs more gay. Science fiction has a way of scaring people away. Something about the syllables sci and fi makes people immediately start thinking of nerdy things like spaceships and androids and people attending conventions wearing various prosthetic foreheads, things which tend to repel the general public. This is one of the reasons that the Sci-Fi channel is now the Sci-Fi channel. But science fiction allows us to envision worlds and societies completely different from our own, with regard to how gay people are treated. In the reboot of Battlestar Galactica, and even more so in its spin-off Caprica, gender and sexuality are more or less a non-issue, or at least much less of an issue than evil sexy robots and the dangers of monotheism. And in novels like The Forever War, homosexuality is actually encouraged as a means of curbing overpopulation. But isn't there something out there for the more casual sci-fi fan? Something classic and broad and fun, but still utterly gay?
Science fiction.
Finally, a film which the mere act of watching makes it socially acceptable to throw shit. Rocky Horror really isn't even a movie anymore. It's an event. It transcends good and bad to the point where it's something else entirely. If you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times. You know all the songs, the lines, and the audience participation cues. It's an anthem to the sexual revolution, and how more conservative elements react to it, with reticence and fear. And while it's hardly hard sci-fi, it's unmistakably a sexually charged take on old science fiction horror classics, like Frankenstein. The monster in this case being a sexy, hypermasculine bodybuilder that porks everything that moves. And speaking of porking everything that moves... God, I love this theme song. The Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood is arguably the most bisexual show on television. Just about every major character has exhibited queer or bisexual tendencies, and I don't think we've ever seen a lead character quite like Captain Jack Harkness. He's charming, witty, complex, morally ambiguous, and unabashedly pansexual, not to mention played by a gay actor. And he fights robots and kisses dudes, and it's awesome! This is a show that just wouldn't happen in the US, at least not anytime soon. Unless Logo produced it, and then it'd probably end up being something like Space Riken. All in all, the sci-fi community is remarkably gay positive, with a few big exceptions. Orson Scott Card is a source of endless frustration, and I say that with utmost respect. I really just can't wrap my head around the fact that the guy who wrote this is also on the board of directors of this. We live in a cruel and confusing world.